Hey guys, welcome to a brand new video to the channel and welcome back to 7-day bond. Now in this video we're going to be going over the first money making method of 110 crafting, and today we're going to look through the Starbloom flowers, Starbloom thread, and then finally the Starbloom cloth. Now I've waited a couple of hours. It is currently nearly 2 PM on the day of release. Just to let the prices set a little bit down, what I would say is before you do anything relating to this, please check margins, please check prices. They are very volatile at the minute, so they are going up and down. And as the days and weeks sort of go over, they will settle down on a price. But before you do anything, just make sure to check prices, check margins, make sure stuff work out. Some things actually might work out better depending on when you're going to check them out. But that's just a little disclaimer for you guys that we are still doing these price checks while it's volatile. But this is going to be a very, very good money making method. And definitely something you could be doing on an alt or a second account on the side and making a lot of profit from. So before we get started, this account has actually been doing this method for today. And as you see by my Grand Exchange history, we have made quite a lot. Now, some of the prices on here will show you how much the price has changed over time. We managed to sell some for 755k each, and we've sold a few for as low as 97k each. Now, as the day went on, we started at 755 and gradually worked our way down. But there is still some very, very good sales here. Now, the 32 million in the cash stack pouch was because I needed more room to put sales in. I was getting to a point where every 2 to 3 invos I would sell. I don't think we're at that state now, but it's definitely one to get to a point. I wouldn't do more than 200 cloth at a time before putting an offer in the Grand Exchange. I would put the offer in the Grand Exchange while continuing to do this same method. But yeah, if we pull all this out, this is my profit from a day of release just doing this account. And for 7-day bond, it is going to be massive for the series because this will practically give us a month's free membership. So 167 mil is what we've made for today. And after these videos are done, I plan on doing a lot more. This is basically going to be my AFK till my bond is currently finished, and we'll make some profit from it. So going through the method, so this is all going to sort of flow around these Starbloom flowers. So current price at the minute is going to be slightly higher because it's got quite a harsh limit, 1k per hour. Really isn't a lot when you're doing it, but there we go, 25k each, so not massively over the mid price at all, and does have quite a good margin. So a 6k margin there. You do have a 1k buy limit every 4 hours though, which will hamper you a bit, but again, decent flipping margin there. So what this Starbloom flower is going to create is two things. One is going to be a thread, so a Starbloom thread, which is what you're going to make with the spinning wheel. And we'll just do a 200k buy for this and just see where it is. 48k for that, and then that turns into a Starbloom cloth. So it's going to take you 2 thread to create a cloth. So just keep that in mind when working prices out, you need 2 thread per cloth. So as it stands, we can currently buy thread and we can make money crafting it into Starbloom cloth. Now, whether it's worth doing that when you can make a margin of 30k turning it from a flower to a thread, that's up for debate. But these prices at the minute are still very unstable. Keep an eye out for them. I'll just check these sale prices as well. Make sure to keep an eye out for them because they will shift and they will change throughout the hour, depending on demand, depending on what people want. So they can be very sort of big to price changes. So as we check here, and one thing I've learned from this account as well, I didn't actually check margins when I sold a couple of those Starbloom cloths, and I lost something like 30k each. The prices are coming in a lot better now, and 100k seems to be where these prices are going to be. But again, very, very good prices. Now, so if you have 110 crafting, I believe you will have a bank chest in the guild. And if you ever need to get to the crafting guild currently, you can use it through the calendar and clicking on this blue tab here, which will give you the option to teleport. Now, this is going to bring you to the updated crafting guild. And really for just this method, it's for southern parts of the crafting guild, which we're going to pay attention to. So the spinning wheel is when we're going to turn these Starbloom flowers into the thread. Again, pretty decent, pretty AFK as well. The XP is nothing to shout about, but again, for the time being, we're going to be doing this for profit. And the rest of this room is going to be the process into making the brand new magical armors. Now, the magical armors, we're going to do that in a separate video. We're going to talk through the costs, the items, all that sort of stuff, and make it one nice video to get it, because to be able to do the masterwork set, you do need to upgrade a full magical armor set to +5, which will be a project for the main account. The main account will do that and talk you through the costs and all the other stuff related to that as well. Once you have finished your thread, and again, the thread and the cloth are stackable. So if you were to make a big stack of thread, you could make all that thread in one invo without having to bank with the loom. I quite like that they made it stackable though, because it just means that it's not too much of a pain. You don't have to bank too often. But as you can see here, this account has the deposit box. Now, once you have your thread, again, 2 thread per cloth, you simply do this again. Now, you can do up to 60 cloths at once, so if you do have a decent stack of thread as well, you can do that for a decent AFK anyway. Now, once you've got the thread, you have some options there. You can either go and make the magical armors if you wanted to, or you can sell the magical cloth on the Grand Exchange. Now, at the minute, there's demand on the cloth. People want to do the new crafting method. It is still a new method with an item which doesn't have a lot of volume in the game currently. And that is why, for the time being, maybe for the first week or two of why this item's in the game and why it's still profitable, I personally would sell it. So we turn the 28 Starbloom flowers into 14 Starbloom cloth. And if we go to the Grand Exchange very shortly, we'll show you guys a profit from it as well. But here you can go and set up your item which you want to do. Very similar to how you do the smithing, the fletching, and also to a point the fort for construction as well. But you can go and upgrade this throughout the different ranks. You have all the ranks here and then also the masterwork magic armor afterwards. But for the point of this video, we're going to go back here. Now, what I would say as well, if you are a lower account and you don't have accessibility to the bank to run back and forward, there are some very good options as a plan B as well. So what I would do, me personally, if I was just going to spin a decent stack of thread, the spinning wheel in Fort for Free is a lot better than that of the guild. And the way I'd show you to do the guild very, very shortly, it's just so close to the bank that you're literally like 2 steps from the bank and you can just sort of rotate quite quickly between turning flowers into cloth. So as you can see here, very, very quick, no real issue here. However, the other option, if you wanted to do this, and again, if you wanted to do this and turn your flowers into thread and then your threads into cloth, if you go to somewhere like War, you can utilize your free teleport through the calendar and then just quick bank with that as well. Teleport and then go through the same process as before as well. So there's 2 different options. Me personally, if the price is going to stabilize how it has, I would rather use the Fort for Free spinning wheel. It's close to the bank, it's easier. But if price is still going to go up and down, and there's a chance it could go up over time as well, depending on how the volume is met by demand, I would do this method because it's going to be quicker for you. You can also turn your Starbloom thread into the cloth straight away, and then start to build up a stack to then put it on the Grand Exchange. So what I was doing on this account, while the price was 5, 6, 700k, is teleport here, make all the thread, turn it into cloth, then go to the Grand Exchange and throw it on the Grand Exchange. And by doing that, I was trying to get the highest price at the point before it started to plummet down to as low as 2 to 300k when I started to make bigger amounts of cloth at one time. Even then, I only got up to like 80 to 100 before I sold it. At the minute, because prices are so volatile, you want to get in and get it sold and keep it moving and keep making more and more cloth. But yeah, that is pretty much going to be this method. So I'm just going to finish this Starbloom cloth and we'll go to the Grand Exchange, and I'll just show you guys that they do sell very, very well. And again, it's a nice little AFK crafting method. The XP is not going to be great. The XP will probably be something like 200, 250k an hour. But at least for the first week or two, while the prices on the cloth is high and while the demand is high as well, you'll make quite a lot of profit from this as well. And if you've got an account with the levels to be able to do it, it is very worthwhile doing. I think to do this, you need level 100 to be able to do this, which is pretty big. And we'll go through all these different methods during the week as well. Like I said, we're going to be doing a lot of videos on the 110 crafting update. From the sort of bottom end of the crafting update at level 100, which we'll do on 7-day bond, to the higher end of 110, which we'll do on the big accounts as well. Everything's going to be coming here. We're going to break down all the different methods, all the different ways for you to make cash. So make sure to subscribe for that and subscribe for all the future videos, which we're going to pump out for you guys as well. So we have done that. So if we just go and just do a quick little bit of math to show you guys where we're currently at. So we basically turned a total of 28 of these, the 712k, into a total of 14 of the Starbloom cloths. So if we just go and have a look, 14. In a minute, it's basically doubling your money. So for 750k, we made 1.5 mil. And you saw by the speed of it as well, it was very quick. It's not a slow method. The turning around is cash, and it could be a good way to build up some cash as well. At the minute, 7-day bond is currently at 160 mil made from this method. Yes, it's going to slow down a little bit, and maybe we go and explore some of the other stuff, which we'll be doing videos on for you guys. But while it's still good, we'll still be doing some cloth for the meantime, just because we have a little bit of it left. But for this account, because I'm going to be doing it more long term now, I'm going to be spinning it at the Fort for Free spinning wheel. And then once I've got enough, I'll go and sit at the loom to turn it into Starbloom cloth. But let me know if you guys have any other little tips and tricks for this method. This is going to be just as good as the fletching and the smithing counterparts. It's quite a unique extra step crafting has, but I think it's going to be one of the best ways to make some GP. And for a sort of mid-level account, you kind of want to set like 100 crafting now for a really good sort of alt money-making method, if you are looking to do that as well. However, going to wrap that video up. Let me know any tips or tricks in the comments below. Let me know what you're doing for 110 crafting. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you guys very soon in the next one.